It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's a...
Irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent, a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you and you a confession, you a mess. You was scary to me. I heard you got some leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you, a cheater, run it down the air on the scene. I could just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the dirty sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they pull each other through that. They're winning, so they're losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down could be. I put the pain in the past. If you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, but dash. Shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money.
Shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. You up there with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. We got momentum, we try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones, cause that's when I'm honest. Penthouse didn't reach heaven's heights, now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, look at the Teslas. I'm a mess, it's all a finesse. Stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walk there with the whole team, and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walk there with the whole team, and we riding on it.
Yeah, it's on 7:35. Yeah.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news at Paul Brown Stadium. That's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in Week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. There's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
John Ross.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
39-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
59 mark, check, 59.
On second down, here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
To Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Bengals first down.
Burrow will throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 2nd down, Burrow going deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 42.
That's good.
A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And Burrow going to throw again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
For Joe Mixon.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Lions first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think
He's
it's
95 fucking profile and he throw a pick.
I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But
Nah, pass interference.
Second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Don't block that
He
off.
is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? A shotgun snap for Stafford. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on.
For the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Stafford going to give it to Swift. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The fuck is that, Juju?
On that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
I forgot to be a lover. What's up, baby? Tell me something.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Chris doesn't brush his teeth.
They've lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Oh.
Well, this is where leadership really
Nah, they ain't do me like that.
The head coach handling it, the offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores.
That
situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
At the 50-yard
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
A couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by.
You left it here. It was on count on yesterday.
Pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who are getting 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he gets it down.
You did your hair already?
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, you certainly
I
have to
forgot
give them
to,
credit here
yeah,
because they're
man.
playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard
Get up, man. Let me kiss right here.
Detroit.
You took a temperature.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Flushed out right. And he
You took
was
a
hit
temperature.
as he threw it there, and it forces
Sit up, sit
it
up.
incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example.
Come here, sit up, sit up.
Look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
Perfect.
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his
I have a
kick is
surprise for you on
good.
Saturday.
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Huh?
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
When he get his braces off, I think in a couple weeks.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No, we. Somewhere down, I'm taking it.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
I'm taking it somewhere.
Deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to
I said I have a surprise for you.
There, but it'll be 3rd down.
Covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Just
So
the
the
after.
incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I don't want to
Now
spoil it.
Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Stephon Gilmore dials the
Your little
quarter
baby.
blitz and earns the sack. Back now in
Little-
Cincinnati. And this
little
is
baby.
a blowout so far as we get set
My mama
for
what?
the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Burrow going for it on 4th. And it is Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Swift. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And this one is right through. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even
One of the
further.
hairstyles?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
On the return, Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Alan Lazard, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't so much that it looked like the offense was threatening. They were. I mean, they had great field position, but how about the defense on that one? Huge stop on 3rd down. It wasn't just a stop. Look at the loss of yardage, and it changes the play calling and the thought process for the offense now. Big-time play for the D, and now they have the advantage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to look deep for more.
Come on,
and that's
bro.
going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down. Here's Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Ball carrier.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
You down. You down, little man.
And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I
Good
think
game,
the
boss.
game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football.
Her eye looks
and
normal
I bet that
now,
you
man.
would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You just like
You're
one
handing
game
out.
ball?
You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I.
Put the listen in that
where we're
back.
going with this. You say one to
I like-
represent.